Divas and Divos, welcome to Roller Diva Dance Fit. I go by the name of Lady Godiva. I'm a fitness coach and skating enthusiast, and today I'm coming at you with a little gem, a little nugget of information that is going to change the skating game for you. That important thing would be these little doohickeys down here. They're called trucks, and they make such a huge difference. So if you don't know what a truck is, you're gonna wanna stay tuned to know why they are so essential in your skating journey, okay? So you ready? You set? Let's go! Cue the music! Okay, so let's get down to this nitty-gritty truck talk, okay? We're gonna do that in a moment, but first I would like you to do me a solid. Like this video, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, do all of the things so that I can keep coming back and sharing with you these little tips, these little gems that I have to drop on y'all, okay? You ready to go? Let's get closer. Okay, so first thing we want to do is make sure we have something called a Y tool. There are other types of tools, but essentially it's a skate tool where you're going to be able to mess with this little doohickey here, which is called a truck. So come in close and get a nice gander of what this truck looks like. We have a plate, right? If we're talking about the anatomy of a skate, we have a plate right here. We have these lovely, lovely wheels. And then right here, there's a part here that kind of can move back and forth if I press up and down on the wheels. That is the truck. What a truck allows you to do is it allows you to move side to side as fluidly as you can, okay? And how much you lean in one direction or the other is going to be dependent on how tight or loose your trucks are. Loose trucks give you more mobility, but sometimes they can make you feel a little bit less stable. Tight trucks give you far less mobility, but you will be more stable, okay? So you really want them somewhere in between, right? And for every person, that adjustment is gonna be different, whether you like tighter trucks or looser trucks, okay? So I think I like mine in the middle, but honestly, whatever feels good for you is gonna probably feel like it's in the middle for you. So the best thing that you can do is test them out. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten up my trucks as much as I can, just to show all of you how the movement shifts when you have tight trucks versus loose trucks. Taking my tool, gonna tighten it. So, you know, I'm not trying to use all the force of the universe to get my trucks tight. I'm just trying to go until it feels like a natural stop, okay? Let's do it with the next guy over here. Okay, we're turning. Okay. So there's kind of a natural stop, right? So that means my trucks are pretty tight. Now, if you have gotten new skates anytime recently, what you probably noticed, or maybe you didn't notice, but if you didn't, I'm gonna let you know right now. What you probably noticed is that the trucks tend to be really tight. When you get skates and they're straight from the factory, I don't know, they lock everything down, right? They tighten up the wheels, they tighten up the trucks, and so it is up to you. Every time you get a new pair of skates, or every time you need an adjustment to fiddle with those trucks, it's gonna make a world of difference in terms of how you move, okay? Before we go any further, let me get the trucks on this other skate tightened up. Righty tighty. So in order to tighten, you are moving clockwise, okay? So righty tighty, move clockwise. Okay. Tightening up the trucks. Okay, so again, not the tightest, but this is probably how they would come from the roller skating heavens. They're gonna drop out of the sky pretty tight most of the time, okay? So let me get on up. I'm going to try to turn sideways so that you can see the difficulty I have in going from side to side now that my trucks are super duper tight, okay? So I'm gonna try to pivot this way. See, I really can't without lifting up my foot, right? Okay, so it's really tough. So here is why, one of the many reasons why adjusting your trucks is so important, because if you don't, you're gonna think there's something wrong with your skating skill when there's not, right? It's really something that needs to be adjusted with the skates, okay? So if you are having a lot of difficulty trying to angle toward the side, you feel like it's way tougher than it should be, it's probably your skates. You want to loosen them up so that you're not putting as much effort into that side-to-side pivoting motion. This is my 2-foot spin, right? You hear a lot of noise, right? And it's not as easy to go around, right? It doesn't feel like my legs are following the flow of my body in the way that I'm used to them feeling, okay? So we're gonna get back to loosening our trucks. Come on. So honestly, I'm not quite sure how much I like my trucks loosened. So I'm just gonna wing it here. But part of this is you can have your skates on, you can adjust it. So if you feel like you wanna test out how it feels, if it's a little looser, just sit down and tweak them until they feel like what you want them to feel like, okay? This is your world, this is your game. And you can also give them a little shake. See, that's kind of loose. So if I'm skating on a truck this loose, I'm probably gonna feel really unwieldy. It's gonna feel a little sketchy when I'm skating. And you want some stability, okay? So I'm gonna tighten that up just because I don't like the cut of its jib, okay? So we're gonna tighten it up a little bit because I like it to move, but I don't want it all crazy like, right? So notice I'm just wobbling it. Maybe as you get used to what types of trucks you like, you can wobble it and see, oh, that's about where I want it. Also, how tight you have it, you may like it a little bit looser at the top for those forward turns, and maybe a little less loose at the back for something like dips where you're dipping and you're going into a move backward. So again, play it out, choose your own adventure, see what you like. Okay, so now my trucks are looser, you'll say. So let's see the difference in terms of me trying to move to the left and to the right, okay? Woo, different. Woo. So just to let you know how I feel, it takes way less effort for me to move from side to side. And you can actually see, when I move my foot, you can see that it's able to, the boot is actually able to move from side to side. Now, let us do a spin test, okay? So I feel like I'm able to do this faster with looser trucks. All things skating get easier when you are not on a super tight truck. Now, if I made this really loose, when I went side to side, I would probably feel like I was ready to tip over, okay? So that's not gonna be a good look either, but like I said, there's a lot of gray room for you to fiddle around with. So Now you know. Please fiddle to your heart's content, okay? It's gonna be a good thing. Play around with these joints, see what works for you, and I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you later on Roller G the Dance Fit, okay? Enjoy your new range of motion, guys.